Hey guys, I'm coming to you from Northside Hospital today. Getting ready to go into work tonight. This was an unexpected night to come in, but I did want to get with you and continue the conversation we started. It seems like forever ago, but only a couple weeks ago on sin. Now, the last couple of weeks we've been talking about truth. Is there such a thing as absolute truth? And the reason I spent so much time on this is this leads into sin. Sin. In Judaism, which is where Christianity kind of started, I guess you would say. Because in Scripture, we're given the Old Testament, the New Testament, the part before Jesus, the part after Jesus. The part before Jesus, the history of the world, through Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, we get, Noah, we get to Moses. And Moses is given the law. And that starts the story of Israel. First 5 books of the Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, the Pentateuch. The 10 Commandments, the law. Well, actually, in Judaism, there's 613 commandments, rules that God gave that are to be followed. And Judaism had this concept of sin because the law was holy, the law was good, and when you broke one of the commandments, one of the laws, that was sin. No one could keep all 613. Some broke them knowingly, some broke them between man and man, some broke between man and God, and some were unknowingly. And these had different severities and punishment. There's a whole bunch there, might go into. But the point is that was sin, breaking one of these laws, 613 rules that God gave us. And no one could do it. And God set up this system, and man kind of, modified it, kind of, to where you had different payments to make yourself right before the law and before God, depending on what sin it was you broke, who the sin was between, what rule you broke, what this law or rule was between man and man and God, and was it knowing, unknowing? There's a whole bunch of stuff that went into it. But that was called sin. And they're different Hebrew and Greek words. I've been struggling on how far to get into this. Not getting that far. It's pretty much what it was. And that was sin. But what I wanted to leave you with was, since God was truth, and we can't be like God. God is perfect. We can't do this. And we see that when we try to follow the law. But when Jesus came, he showed us that it wasn't just the law that we had to follow. It wasn't, here's the rule, keep it. It was more the intent. So what Jesus said in the New Testament, it's like, you have heard, thou shalt not murder. All right, 10 Commandments, I get that one. Jesus said, but if you get angry with someone, you've already committed murder in your heart. I'm like, wow. Jesus said, thou shalt not commit adultery. Okay, got that. That's an easy one. Well, to understand. Jesus said, but if you look at a woman lustfully, you've already committed adultery with her in your heart. And I think he was showing us there ain't no way that we cannot sin, because basically that's part of us. That's part of who we are. That's our nature. And anything that goes against God's design, God's truth, if you will, his standard, is sin. And try as we might, as good as we are, try to be, we're never good enough. And that's what that sin is. And that's what it means when sin separates us from God. So it's more than the rules. It's actually how we're made, our nature. And it's based because God is truth, and He established this standard to which we measure. And that's sin. So when we talk about my truth, your truth, His truth, it's irrelevant. It doesn't change the fact that God did establish truth and standards, and it's Him. And anything that goes against that, that is sin. So, very discouraging. Don't be discouraged, because there's a saying, it's always darkest before the dawn. I see both sides getting dark. If I was talking to you when I get off work 6:30, you'll see the dawn on that side. I got them both. So I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Next week, dawn's coming. Good news. All right, guys, that's it. Remember, check us out. Share us. Tell your friends. Keep asking these questions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at FL Compass Church. All latest updates, www.flcompasschurch. And keep those questions coming. The best place to check us out is on our Facebook group, Church Happy Hour. Ask, share, tell, hang out. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and let me know what you think. And I hope you understand what this sin thing is now. Remember, dawn's coming next Saturday, and check back Wednesday. We'll be answering another question that you have asked. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday.